Hello, everyone. My name is Adrian Skolsky, and I'm here with Steve Kepper. Over the next few weeks, we wanted to share with you what will happen on our social media experiences we would like to share with you. But with that, I wanted to introduce myself first. Like many other SEs or engineers who work in sales, I also fell in that job. I also think it's the best job which is out there, and I learned on the job a lot of right skills and skills which are required to be improved. Through my entire career, I have probably delivered over 2,000 presentations and demos. And what I have learned over that time is what not to say. And then I have discovered Steve Kepper, and we decided to partner with each other. And we want to continue that legacy which Steve has delivered over the last few decades. And why are we going to do that is very critical because the behavioral transformation coaching which SEs could benefit on is very important in your role. So with that, Steve, would you please introduce to us what you have been able to build out?
Adrian, thank you very much. Well, as Adrian said, my name is Steve Kepper, and I've been in the pre-sales SE training world for over 2 decades. I'm really looking forward to partnering with Adrian and utilising his experience to carry this forward into the future. I've done over 800 classes, 18,000 students. Companies like PHP, VNC, Symantec, Oracle, you name some of the largest vendors, I have been instrumental in changing the way they think and act, especially in front of the customers. As Adrian said, it's the best job in the world. Pre-sales is the best job in the world, and those of you in there really need to enjoy it. So what's our job? What has my job been for the last 2 decades is to make the customer successful. Not to talk about products, not to talk about features and functions, not to talk about pain even. My job is to get the pre-sales people to understand value. And value is why customers buy your solution. And we looked at various skills there. How to listen is a major concept that Adrian and I will cover over the next few sessions.
Thank you, Steve. With your many years of experience, one very important piece will be here to understand, and maybe you can walk us through the current pre-sales training market and share some insights.
Okay, Adrian, no problem. Well, when I started we used to just call it pre-sales training then. There were only maybe one other vendor on the marketplace. Now there's a huge number. The marketplace today is divided into a number of different segments. There's the demo training market, understanding what to do, what goes first, how to explain your product, what buttons to press, etc. Then there's the demo automation market, which is create a demo and put it out there on social media or on your website, and then at some stage customize that to a specific customer's requirements. Number 3 is the pre-sales, what I'll call sales cycle engagement model. What pre-sales should do in stage 1, stage 2, all the way through to stage 7 perhaps. And the last one is the pre-sales leadership space. How to measure pre-sales, how to monitor them, how to guide them from a leadership perspective, not the skills of the individual people, but from a leadership skills. So what do we don't do? We do not do demos. We focus on the soft skills. So let me give you an example of that. Perhaps you're doing a demo, and in the middle of that demo, somebody says, well, I understand your product is difficult to implement. How do you handle that question? That requires a soft skill. Should you interrupt the customer while they're asking a question? How do you handle that? That's what we do, and I think that's what we'll be covering very effectively as we move forward.
Thank you, Steve. You are absolutely right. Today's SE environment does require continuity in your career. It does require it because we want to have our customers to be successful. They want to have a good experience. And at the end of the day, whatever they purchase, they want to succeed with their decision. At the end of the day, a SE career is heavily reliant on continuous learning and a path with that. So what we will deliver with Steve is a set of 3 classes. Now, those classes will have a focus on coaching. Coaching requires not to understand that we will just fly in or parachute in and disappear. That continuity will be very important. So let me just walk you through on a highlight what those 3 classes will be. There will be a consultative class, which is based on Steve Kepper's long delivery and focusing on consulting you in the pre-sales space, on learning good skills. There will be a second class, which will take into account the latest trends in the generative AI space. We will learn to understand what that is. We will learn how to get there. And more importantly, if you work for a company or a product company which utilizes those features, how do we sell it and how do we not sell it? And lastly, we will offer a class designed for channels partners of those vendors. So there will be 3. And over the next few social media experiences Steve and I will deliver, we will go into the pre-sales training needs and the changes which have occurred since COVID. But we will also discuss more in depth what we actually mean with behavioral transformational coaching and how that is continuing Steve Kepper's legacy. With that, Steve, thank you for today.
Adrian, thank you, everyone. Well, my last little comment is something many of you have heard from me before, but I don't want the pre-sales people to sell anything. I want the pre-sales people, the customers, to buy from us because of our professionalism, our understanding of their requirements, and our ability to deliver value. Adrian, thank you very much.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, everyone.